There is one player from this week's Team of the Week, which as soon as I saw him at 3 o'clock on Wednesday when EA dropped Team of the Week, I was like, I need to use you. I want to see how good you are on FIFA 18. Because on FIFA 17, this striker was an absolute beast. So we'll get to him in just a moment. We need to build the team around him. And I've tried to do a bit more of an affordable squad for you guys today. So hopefully you appreciate that if you don't have too many coins. It's in the 4-4-2 and we start with Pepe Reina in goal. 83 rated, not a bad player to just go ahead and get right now anyway. Because if 83 rated players do go up in price because of SBCs, then that is profit right there. And of course, no matter depending on when you're watching this video, certain players may be a lot more expensive than they are right now. Again, if SBCs come out, you can expect the 83s and 84s to be more. Now, if you do enjoy today's video, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. It'd be amazing to try and hit 1,000 likes today. So yeah, go ham on the likes and of course subscribe to the channel if you're new. I've gone for the regular Nacho Fernandez as one of my centre backs. He is also in form this week. You could go ahead and put the inform in, but I literally bought this squad at about 6:15 on Wednesday, so the Team of the Week had just come out. My main striker had dipped to a decent price in my eyes, but it was still like 90k for Nacho Fernandez. I'm not too sure what he's actually down to now, a few hours later, but I wasn't about to pay that because I knew I would lose loads of coins. So I've gone for Koulibaly as the other centre-back. We've also got Gulam at left-back. He's got an inform if you did want to, again, up the team a little bit. And then we have Carvajal. Dani Carvajal is a perfect link to Nacho Fernandez, and that is what you need in that right centre-back, right-back role, just because he gets a soft link to the goalkeeper, so whereas, of course, Koulibaly there gets 2 strong links, so he's all good, but Nacho Fernandez does need that perfect link. So you could use Sergio Ramos if you wanted to, again, if you've got loads and loads of coins at your disposal. Gelson Martins comes in at the right mid spot in our 4-4-2 formation today. He is a 5-star skiller on FIFA 18, and he's absolutely rapid. 94 pace and 86 dribbling. Those are some really, really impressive stats, and they make for quite a fun player to be on the ball with. We've then got someone who's going to hold that midfield down a little bit. That is going to be Danilo Pereira, who is 83 rated. Again, not a bad purchase at this point in time. 82 defending, 87 physical on the 6'2", medium-high work rate midfielder. He's a default CDM, so I was hoping he would sort of sit back a little bit. And then Adam Lallana gets more of the free role in this squad. I needed an Englishman who played for Liverpool, and I think Adam Lallana's card is better than Jordan Henderson on this game, so that's why we've gone for him. 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot for the Liverpool player, and he's very, very enjoyable. I then have Player of the Month Mane, because I don't have regular Mane, I have the Player of the Month one. If you want to bring the price down, or if you don't have Player of the Month Mane, use the regular version and you'll get on just fine. But yeah, Player of the Month Mane, 87 rated with 95 pace, 89 dribbling, 83 shooting. Like, the guy's a beast. He actually is one of the best players on the game that I've used. And then this is what the Strike Force is all about. 2 players from this week's Team of the Week. We start with the main man that I really wanted to try. That is Vincent Aboubakar. I don't know how people say it, but he plays for Porto in the Portuguese league, of course. 84 pace, 84 dribbling, 82 shooting, 83 physical. He has got a 5-star skill moves at his disposal. Now, that's useful for someone that's like big and physical. Maybe that can help him get a bit of space. And then my path to glory, Jermaine Defoe, decided that he would upgrade to an 83 overall with 83 dribbling and an 88 shooting. That's good. That was an SBC that we done, and now 2 out of the 3 SBC Path to Glory players have been boosted. It's just a case of Mario Gomez. Is he ever going to get an inform? I have absolutely no idea. Does he really play much anymore? Again, I just don't know. So that is the squad. That's the starting 11. And it would just be those 2 special items up front. You could just buy Inform Jermaine Defoe if you didn't do the SBC, of course. He is out as an Inform player this week. And you could use regular Mane as well, of course. Or any 2 players that would link up in the Premier League to get that little triangle of chemistry. That would work very, very well. So we go on into the goals that I was able to get with this team. Now, I played 5 or so games, I think, with this particular squad. And I've got to say, the 4-4-2 formation may be one of the errors in building this team. I wanted to make sure that I got like 4 leagues and a whole bunch of nations in here so that we could sort of consider it a bit of a hybrid. But I think by doing that and using the certain players that we had, I had to sort of manipulate and use a different formation than one that I'm used to. I'm of course usually used to the diamond, which is kind of similar to what we had, but instead of having the left mid, right mid, they would basically shift to CDM and Cam, and then we have the 2 centre mids as well. And for me, that just gives an added depth in that middle of the park, somewhere between midfield and defence. Where in the 4-4-2, I have to say, you get left seriously like wide open quite a lot of the time. Now, that's not to say it's going to be a bad formation, because I know that there's a few, or no, is there just one? I think Shells, you know, the pro player for Unilad, I'm pretty sure he uses a 4-4-2 formation, or at least at some point in time he did, playing FUT Champions. And if you know, it's a viable formation for the pros, then yeah, maybe you can go ahead and get away with it. And of course 4-4-2, one of the most popular formations in football. Whether it is nowadays, I'm not too sure. Probably people play the diamond, I guess, quite a lot. But 4-4-2 was pretty much always the way to go a few years ago. So obviously most of the goals came from my strike force, and they were actually kind of potent, which is good. You got two very, very different players. Aboubakar is pacey. He's got relatively good dribbling. He's very, very strong. But he doesn't have great stamina, and well, I don't know if Jermaine Defoe really lasted too long in the game either, but he's a lot slower. But his shooting stat is like incredible. His shooting feels a lot better to me than Aboubakar's does. So together, one's a little bit taller, one's quite a lot shorter. So together they do really make quite a decent duo. And as soon as I knew that my Defoe was getting boosted and I knew that Aboubakar was coming out, most likely to be one of the more cheap informs this week, I think I bought him for about 40k. I think when I'm making this video now, the night before releasing it, he was dropping to about 30k. So whether or not he keeps dropping or just settles at around that, that's a really good price for someone that's got like mid 80s for pace, passing, pace, dribbling, shooting, and physical, and he's got 5-star skill moves. That's pretty good, I would say. I'd say that is that's a tidy price for a player like that. And I'm not too sure how much the inform Defoe is, but I remember doing the SBC for less than 10,000 coins. So that was an absolute worldie of an SBC to do. I do hope you guys complete those types of SBCs when they come out, because as soon as a player gets an inform, it was 100% worth it. Because let's face it, Jermaine Defoe's probably not going to be a 10k inform simply because he's 83 rated and he's in the Prem and he's English. Like those are some sought after badges and stuff that he's got, and being 83 in form in the Prem, he's probably going to be relatively useful for SBCs along the way if you do need to put a high rated team with informs together from the Premier League, let's say for future player of the month or something like that, then he would be a good shout. Now, I don't think I really scored any amazing goals with Aboubakar, and I also want to do a more in-depth review on him over on the FUTWIZ channel. I will play some more games with this team with him so that we can get some more fresh clips. I'll also stick him into another team as well to see how he performs, but the goals that you're going to see from him, I would say are, I mean, that's not great. That's a free goal that the goalie's given me, right? But you got to take it. If you're playing in a game of FIFA and the goalie kicks it out to you, take the goal, you know? And then, well, we score a penalty. That's not particularly impressive either. It doesn't really show off what he's all about. But a lot of the time, I would say that it was more the fact that his positioning was quite good. So some of the goals seemed to be a little bit more sort of tap-in. I think I got 1 or 2 nice goals. That's a finesse from outside the box, of course. And I do think I scored one kind of nice, powerful shot. But other than that, it was a lot of the time from inside of the box, either low-driven or literally tap-in, rebound goals that fell out to him, which does tell me, although, you know, they're not the greatest, it does tell me that someone's in the right position and is kind of a poacher for a striker. The skill moves feel pretty easy to use with a player like this because he definitely feels somewhat clunky, so he's a little bit slower when he's on the ball and stuff, and in that case a little bit like the 89 Ronaldinho that I used. It's always quite fun to do skill moves with a player like that because they tend to take their time a little bit more with them. I wouldn't recommend a 3-star weak foot, that's for sure. Inside the box, yeah, you can score a little goal like that there, but other than that, I'd pretty much stick to the right foot, because this is just a first inform from an average rated card. So the shooting's been boosted to 82, but that's not insane, you know. It could be a lot better. We need another inform Aboubakar before he gets super incredible. But yeah, there is a little team for you guys today, featuring a couple of the players from this week's Team of the Week, and just 4 leagues, a bunch of nations, and a whole lot of fun. If you have enjoyed, do me a favour and hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Who are you most looking forward to using from this week's Team of the Week? Let me know in the comment section below, and I will catch you next time, guys. Peace.